Okay, folks, Advancing Preconstruction 2026. I have got Zachery Batt here, Senior Estimator at Wharton Smith in New York City. If you remember, I think it was 3 weeks ago, I put out a post on LinkedIn talking about how an estimator using Claude Cowork can actually go back and do site visits. This is the guy.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into it now. So Zachery, thanks for coming on first and foremost.
Thanks for having me.
How are you enjoying the conference?
Conference is great. Golf was great. Living a whole different life today than I was 8 months ago, you know?
Yeah.
AI has definitely brought me into a different environment. It's great.
Yeah. So Zachery was part of Team Europe who won the Advancing Preconstruction Ryder Cup yesterday. So we're all buzzing. We're going out tonight to celebrate.
No thanks to me, by the way.
Good honesty. Good honesty.
Zero thanks to me.
So AI, obviously your journey from carpenter to AI thought leader. Give us a little bit of context about how the whole AI thing and how AI came to your desk or your.
Yeah, so I started at Wharton Smith maybe about a year ago. Up until then, I wasn't using any AI at all. It was just spreadsheets and like traditional, building connected kind of stuff. I was on LinkedIn. I just wanted to grow my LinkedIn. I ran into this post from a guy who at the time was the head of AI development for Turner Construction. And it wasn't what he posted that was really relevant to me or really blew my mind. It was his job title. It was the fact that Turner Construction had an AI department. And it made me realize that like, maybe I should start looking into this, And at that time, I got into AI just out of necessity. I was so overwhelmed with, tracking down bids and creating bid forms and leveling proposals and getting everything to a spreadsheet that I had to find a way to do that for me.
So is it self-taught? Like when you think in 8-9 months ago, obviously there's no AI school, no AI construction school. No. Was it all YouTube learnings or playing about with it?
Yeah, it was YouTube learning. It was learning from AI itself, which is an interesting concept, right? You learn how to use AI by asking AI. It's very weird. But it was, repetitive for 6 months building something. It didn't work. Try it again, try it again, try it again. Until eventually I got something that worked, and then I found a better way to do it, and then a better way to do it, and it's like it never stops. Like I thought my life would get simpler with AI. It's gotten more complicated, to be honest. Like just, I feel like I'm busier today than I was 8 months ago.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, like it's managing my workload better, but my workload just keeps increasing. It's like
so. Let's take it back to the very start, right? When you thought about AI and you thought, wow, I can use this, the agents, Claude Cowork, where was the first place within the pre-construction workflow that you thought, you know what, AI can help there, or I want to concentrate on that first?
I think bid leveling was the first one, just because of the simplicity of it. Well, not simplicity, but AI can make a pretty good bid leveling spreadsheet and put everything into a nice spreadsheet for you pretty easily. And then it went into scope generation, which was difficult. You would drop a set of plans inside like a Claude chat, inside like a Claude chat or a Chat GPT chat, and it would hallucinate. It would start inventing things that weren't there. So it was very tricky, and you would get very inconsistent results. Sometimes it'd be dead on and sometimes it would be completely off, and in estimating, you can't really afford to have that. It was leveling, and then it was scope generation. Scope generation proved to be the trickier of the two, but the most beneficial.
Cool. And where are they at now? Like, would you say, and listen, nobody's got it perfect, but would you say that bid leveling 9 months ago, bid leveling is much easier now than it was 9 months ago?
It's much easier now. It's almost automatic at this point. And I would say scope generation, I've managed to figure that one out like 95% accurate.
Pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it finds almost everything that I'm looking for. Occasionally it will miss something, but like so do I.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, well, AI makes mistakes. It's like you make just as many, if not more.
Human error, yeah.
100%.
Human error is huge. Yeah.
And it's, like it's doing things that I wasn't even doing. Like, in all honesty, I wasn't creating real bid packages with real scopes of work and bid forms, and I don't have time for that. Yeah. Nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
You would send and pray. You would just send out a bid package, and hopefully everybody's doing the same scope of work, and they never are. So
Yeah, bid leveling's a big one. I mean, when I look at the pre-construction first community that I've got running up and running, that's all that it. Well, not like 60% of the conversation is around bid leveling.
yeah.
Just talk us high level, that sort of graphic that you put out, the pre-construction AI system graphic, like bid leveling. Talk us through it quickly, how it works right now within your estimating department.
Okay, so it works in a couple different ways. So one is that I collect and I save the data from every proposal. So every one of my subcontractors that submits a proposal to me, we take off all their exclusions, all their assumptions, and we save them to that subcontractor. So if they exclude the same 10 things every time, and they exclude an 11th thing, the 11th time, like I'll know about it. I'll know that exclusion was job specific because it's out of the normal boilerplate stuff. But it all starts with setting up a project. So when I set up a project inside Claude Cowork, Claude prompts me and asks me very specific questions about the project. Some of those are like, who has to work after hours? Who has to worry about noise? How many mobilizations does demo have? Is this open shop or prevailing wage? So it takes all the general requirements and levels off of that. So like if my demo guy submits a proposal and he only includes one mobilization, but it requires two, it'll flag that.
Okay.
When I go to make a leveling sheet, it runs off of scope gen. So when scope gen runs, it'll figure out all the scope of work for the electrical contractor, and it'll level it off of that. In my eyes, like once you've identified scope and you've submitted bid forms or you've sent out bid forms, leveling becomes nominal at that point.
Yeah.
Like everything flows downstream from scope generation. And one of the things about bid leveling is like, I've seen a lot of platforms out there where they're bid leveling, but there's no real context on who that subcontractor is. Yeah. So like, how do you level a proposal without all that industry knowledge and all that company specific knowledge? Like that comes into play, like who actually misses stuff after the bid, right? Like all that stuff comes into play. So when you build a system internally with Claude Cowork, like you can put all that information into a file and AI will take into account the fact that ABC contractor always misses XYZ, right? Or they're always 10% over at the end of the job in change orders. All these things factor in. Like it's child's play to take two proposals and put them side by side in a spreadsheet and go, all right, well, this guy's number's lower. Yeah, but that's not what leveling really is, right? It's like, it's all company knowledge and trade knowledge that estimators take into account for.
Yeah. And we talked about it like knowledge retention, and you talk a lot about it in LinkedIn. That's the key. I mean, the amount of people that are retiring, I mean, God forbid somebody goes out and doesn't come to work for 3 months. To be able to have all that knowledge in there, it's massive. I mean, does Claude help with that?
Yeah. This is why Claude Cowork works for me, is because I've taken all that knowledge and I put it into MD files. So like all the knowledge that I have about carpentry or flooring or millwork that I've acquired over the years, and things that are missed and things that are on drawings that aren't technically there, right? Like if there's millwork, there has to be blocking, but sometimes it doesn't call out for blocking. So like all these little tricks that I've learned over the years, I'm able to put it into a file and have Claude read that before it generates scope. So all the items that are technically there, but they're not actually there, it's able to pick up as well.
So would I be right in saying that you're 9 months into this AI journey, right? Yeah. You've got a pretty efficient pre-con AI system up and running. Am I right in saying that in a year's time, and you say you're as busy as you ever been, in a year's time, you should be really getting the fruits of all that labor? It should be easier, considering.
I feel like I'm getting the fruits of the labor now. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm here, I'm having an interview with you. This is great. I'm meeting people that I would have never met in my life.
Yeah.
Just because I've built stuff and shared it online.
Yeah.
You know, like some people are like, oh, you should keep this knowledge to yourself. And it's like, I don't know. You know, like obviously there's some things you want to keep to yourself, but the fruits of my labor, it's starting to pay off already, for sure. You know, I'm getting opportunities that I wouldn't have had, and I'm in an industry that I never thought I'd be in, so.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things as well, is sharing. Like the pre-construction industry, you see it in there. Everyone, there's 1,100 odd attendees to this. The more that we share, the quicker we can get there.
Yeah.
And we have to do it. I mean, I don't see it. You're right. There's certain things that you don't share, but even the tech companies in there, you can actually see the tech companies talking to each other and sharing ideas as well.
100%.
And that will make them, competition's good, but more competitive.
Yeah. As long as you're not sharing data, I guess, right?
Yeah. Is that going to be the big, the gold in all of this? Is
data.
Yeah. So the person or the pre-construction department data is going to be the key.
I think it's data and information.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's going to be companies that could really benefit from just buying an off-the-shelf SaaS platform, for sure. But I think the companies that really are going to benefit are companies that either take SaaS platforms and make it white glove and pay somebody to custom fit that to their company, or build custom workflows inside their company.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I think that's one of the big misconceptions is everybody thinks that everybody estimates the same way, but it's actually not the case.
It's not.
Yeah.
And I've estimated for a couple different companies, and they all estimate. I mean, inside the same company, I've seen people estimate different. Like, you go into most companies, and each estimator has their own estimating sheet.
Yeah.
They just all estimate different. It's crazy that they all come out with the same number, though.
Yeah.
You go to a bid opening,
Yeah.
and there's 15 bidders, and you're all within 2%.
Yeah.
It's like, how did we all get here?
Yeah.
How did we all get to the same number?
It's mental.
It's crazy.
And as you say, in the AI thing and the AI pre-con system that you've built, it just means hopefully you'll be able to get there quicker and more efficiently.
Yeah, quicker and more efficiently, but it also, like, it frees me up. Like my brain isn't always consumed by chasing down bids or creating bid forms, and even like subcontractor, even like something as simple as writing a proposal. Like as a GC, my proposals could be 15 pages long, 10, 15 pages. That would take me hours to write.
Yeah.
AI is able to pull in the proposals that I get from my subcontractors that I've awarded, the scope of work that we generated from the beginning of the job, and create a very detailed client-facing proposal.
Yeah.
It takes 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It used to take me 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so like when I think about estimating AI, it's not so much about having AI estimate for me. It's like freeing up my time so I can go back to, like you said, like going on job walkthroughs and calling subs and, you know, looking at logistics and coordination and being an estimator, not running around chasing paper, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Talk to me, what's next? You've been 9 months of AI, as you say. You're speaking to loads of people. What's the next thing for Zackery, Batt?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know?
And what excites you about it? I mean, you've obviously, I don't want to say you've solved the bid leveling.
No.
You've made it better, but what are you going to concentrate over the next 12 months, 18 months?
End-to-end pre-construction. So like you see a lot of things in there, right? It's all one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
But like we talked about before, like data is going to be the most powerful thing, and information. So to build like almost like a Procore of pre-construction.
Yeah.
Where everything's inside one package, all the context you need, all the data you need for that company. That'd be my goal.
In one package, I mean, talk to me now about the biggest risks. So security, as you say, protecting your data, that's difficult. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's protecting your data, it's protecting company information. And I'll be the first one to say, like, I've done this, right? Where you could build stuff with Claude Code. You could build stuff on Lovable and Base 44 and all these websites. But 9 times out of 10, like, I'm not a developer. I'm a construction guy.
Yeah.
And with all these tools out there allow you to believe that you could be a developer. But you're not. So, like, you have to be very careful with the stuff that you build and the stuff that you ship, because you don't know what the security is.
Yeah.
You know, like certain websites, or even Claude Code is great for prototyping stuff. It's phenomenal, right? Like, AI allows you to build and think and create, and then just be like, either it's good or it's no good. You don't really have an attachment to it because you didn't put that much time into it. You put a couple hours or a couple of days. It wasn't months. So you could build things, ship them, or test them, prototype them, and then it's either go or no go. But people are shipping stuff, like collecting people's data and shipping stuff with no developer background.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary because you don't know what you're doing. You know, like you just.
Do you get a stage? And I know you're doing 2 roles now. You're almost a developer using Claude Coworker. Mm-hmm. Do you get a sense that the future pre-construction department will be your traditional pre-construction managers and data scientists, coders, or AI users probably.
Yeah.
So an estimator comes back with a set of plans and he goes, right, hey data guys or data department, there you are, there's the things, give me all the information, give me a high level context of where the numbers are coming from.
Yeah, I think that in the near future, maybe the next couple of years, it's going to be where there would be 5 or 6 estimators, there's going to be one estimator managing multiple AI tools or workflows. And we talked about this yesterday a little bit, is like, like in 10 years from now, like I could gut check AI or I could figure out what to look for in a set of drawings or what's missing, but AI is almost going to cripple people. Like it's making everything so easy that you don't have to go look for information.
Yeah.
You don't even know where to look at some point. Like I know exactly where to look in a spec book to find what I need to find.
Yeah, but
right?
That's because you've got experience.
That's because I've done it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But you look at some of these younger estimators who are going to come up in this AI generation, it's like they're going to be 100% dependent on AI being right. They won't even know how to check it.
So is that why that the future and using historical data, keeping it secure within your own system, you can call it a pre-con OS, and then keeping it secure and having your data, those are the companies that are going to thrive in the future?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a whole market out there for like AI education in construction, like AI teaching people how to estimate, because the old guys are leaving. You know, the guys that I learned from, the guys who sat there with pen and paper and, you know, a calculator who taught me how to estimate, they're all gone in the next couple of years.
How amazing, and sorry jumping in, but Zackery, how amazing would it be to be able to get into a company now and you basically use AI for knowledge retention of those guys before they leave?
Yeah, that's...
Get it into a Claude Coworker, all those nuances that they've picked up over the 45, 50 years.
I think a lot of tech companies are going to be bringing these guys out of retirement to get their information. You know, like they're doing it with me in a sense right now, right?
Yeah.
Like you have tech guys reaching out to estimators and guys in pre-con trying to figure out how they think about jobs.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing, I think.
Not to mention any companies, if you're listening, he's sitting here, Zackery, with a Bellador jumper on or a t-shirt on. So we can guess which companies is reaching out to him. And how's that going? Are you enjoying working with them? And
yeah, it's been going great. So right now I'm still working as an estimator in Manhattan, and I'm working part-time for Bellador, and we're developing more or less like what I had built in Claude Cowork in a professional grade platform, right? Like they have some of the best developers. They've got, you know, developers and data scientists, and they just brought an AI engineer in, and so they're going, I mean, as fast as I could think these guys could build stuff. So
wow,
it's been unbelievable.
So they're basically doing that. They're downloading your knowledge, the carpentry stuff, the estimating experience.
Yeah, so there's such a disconnect between like developers and construction guys. And I've sat on some of these phone calls where you have an estimator trying to describe to a developer how the user interface should look or like what it should feel like, and they just don't understand.
Yeah.
It's not their language. So I'm in a really cool position in my life where I get to bridge that gap a little bit, because I could talk like a developer to them, right? And I could tell them what they have to do or what the estimator is thinking.
Yeah.
It allows us to move so much faster.
Yeah.
Like we could just move lightning speed right now.
You're almost a technical product manager now. You're helping them with
that. Yeah. Which is crazy to think about, right? Product manager for an AI company. It's like,
in 9 months, yeah. But again, it all comes from your appetite for exploring, for learning more, and then obviously for sharing on LinkedIn. That's how all these opportunities have come up.
But like, there's a lot of tech guys in here that they're like, AI is going to take over in the next year. It's like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
You know, like the last company I worked at, there was this guy, Tony, and phenomenal guy, very smart, knew everything about construction. But he would sit there in front of a computer and he would have Excel open and he would be manually adding stuff in a calculator next to him. Try to onboard that guy into an AI system.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Onboarding and like adoption
Yeah.
is going to hold AI back in construction for years.
Yeah.
It's going to take so long.
And we've seen that as well, Zackery. I mean, we've seen that over the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of companies in there now that are exhibiting that will tell you that adaptation is hard. Like once you have that to a key, and it's getting better. I'm not saying that it's getting
better.
much better. And the competition there is driving it as well, which is great. But it's hard. So AI will come up against the same hurdles.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if like shipping a product's the best route to go.
Yeah.
Like maybe offering a service.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, AI service business. Like you don't have to onboard anybody. They send you whatever they need done.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
You know?
And you have the team and you send it back.
Yeah,
Incredible.
could be it.
Zackery, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Listen, there is going to be people going to reach out to you. Where is the best place to ask you a follow-up question, get in contact? I know you're very active on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn will be perfect, yeah.
And anybody, any estimators, pre-construction professionals, young or old, that is not following Zachery Batt, just get on there and follow him. Real good stuff, real good content, all relevant. And the most important thing is he's willing to share it. So
Yeah.
I will put your URL down below in the show notes.
Awesome.
So thank you, sir. And I'm
Yeah,
looking
okay.
forward to finding out how the partnership with Bellator goes.
Yeah, it's
and
going
maybe
good.
we'll have you on next year.
Awesome.
Cheers.
So, thank you.